Center for Border Health already doing all it can to lend a helping hand. News 11's Crystal Jimenez joining us in studio tonight to explain more. Crystal.
Regional Center for Border Health says it has worked with over 700 asylum seekers once they're released from U.S. Customs and Border Protection custody. One big thing they're responsible for is COVID testing, with results determining if asylum seekers can be transported to the nearest shelters in Phoenix or Tucson, or if they have to be quarantined if they test positive. 72 hours. That's the longest that asylum seekers can be in CBP custody. After that, they're dropped off at Regional Center for Border Health, where first up is a COVID test.
Our concern about COVID-19 and our plea to the Border Patrol and to the communities that we've been working so hard in curbing down COVID-19 in Yuma County, and the last thing we wanted is to have another surge.
The test is not mandatory, but Gita says a majority of those arriving agreed to the test, which essentially earns them a ticket on one of the charter buses to a shelter. The asylum seekers receive a bag from the local nonprofits filled with information, sandwiches, water, and snacks. Once they test negative, they're sent on their way outside of Yuma County.
We want to be able to move the families as soon as possible out of Yuma to those shelters, as they're very graciously accepting them.
But all this comes at a cost. That's why several nonprofits, along with City of Yuma officials, met with federal officials Tuesday, requesting more resources to continue helping the asylum seekers.
We need some more funds, and so we're hoping that we can get some assistance with that to mobilize the folks that are coming in here and move them to the destinations that they're going to.
So we're really looking and focusing on how do we get people safely transported, and if they're sick, how do we isolate them to prevent any of the COVID spread that could happen.
Yuma County has no shelters for these asylum seekers. That's why they're taken elsewhere. The meeting concluded with Mayor Nichols and Agita both saying help can be expected within the next few weeks. Regional Center for Border Health is expecting a visit from FEMA this weekend to see what resources they need the most. Reporting in studio, Crystal Jimenez, News 11.
Crystal, thanks. Meanwhile, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas testifying on Capitol Hill today, facing tough questions about the mounting surge of migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border. The huge numbers of unaccompanied minors have resulted in a humanitarian crisis. That's an early test for the Biden administration. We go to